The Bert Show's Hope for the Holidays, helping Atlanta families in need experience true holiday hope.
In past years, we have always kind of had a formula for Hope for the Holidays, where producer Tracy looks at all of the requests coming in, and they're just more and more every single year. And then she tries to choose best the families that really, really need help this time of year. And we generally bring in the person that identified the family into the studio. We talk to them, and then we call the recipient from Hope for the Holidays also, and we do it in our production studio, and we record everything, and we play it back on the radio, and we give the Hope for the Holidays recipient everything off the air. Well, we're doing something a little bit different this year. We're doing some of these Hope for the Holidays are going to be done live, especially the ones where there is an immediate time need, and that is definitely the case here with Adrian, who will explain exactly who Adrian is and why she needs this done as quickly as possible in just a second. But Haas is actually on the road this morning, and he is in Rockmart. Hey, Haas.
What's going on, man?
How are you, man?
I'm good.
All right, you're finally in Rockmart. You left yesterday at about 5 o'clock.
I did. Sat in traffic and everything, and it took a day and a half to get out here.
All right, who is there with you in Rockmart, and exactly where are you guys?
We are in Rockmart, probably about 2 blocks from the house. I have with me the 2 ladies that nominated Adrian, who is our Hope for the Holidays person for today.
Okay. Let me get Brandy on. Let me introduce you guys to Brandy, because Brandy is really the person that told us about Adrian. Well, for those that don't know what Adrian is all about and why you initially wrote to us for Hope for the Holidays, tell everybody about Adrian.
Adrian is a patient in our office, and when she came in September, she was only 27, and as it turns out, she has breast cancer. And it has actually spread to her lungs and her bones, and she has 3 beautiful children. She's just a beautiful person. Her spirit is just beautiful. When you meet her, when you see her, her eyes light up. She's never complained in the office. She's just an angel to us, and we just love her, and we hope that you guys can help her and her children.
Now, without getting into too many specifics, I know that when you hear the word cancer, it sends a shock through you to begin with. When you hear breast cancer, and you hear breast cancer in a 27-year-old, it's like, what? That's not supposed to happen, but
right.
But it does.
Yeah, we participate in the Atlanta 2-Day Walk for Breast Cancer every year, and that's probably when we've learned the most that there's this misconception that breast cancer is just an older woman, disease, that only women over the age of 50 are at risk for getting breast cancer. But breast cancer permeates women of all ages, all races, all backgrounds. And so unfortunately, a 27-year-old getting breast cancer is becoming commonplace.
Right, unfortunately.
And you heard Brandy say also that this breast cancer is spread into her lungs and her bones also. So without stating the obvious, there is a very immediate need to help Adrian out at this particular time.
Right.
And Brandy, what's your role in the office?
I actually schedule surgery.
Okay. So you get to see her coming in and coming out.
Right. And I schedule surgery in our satellite office, and so, we have interaction with, from the check-in to the check-out to if they, do have to schedule surgery and that kind of thing. So, anytime Adrian comes in, we just see her and take care of her and, give her hope and inspiration and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you said newly divorced?
Yes.
After her diagnosis?
No, I believe it was before. Like right before, like this past summer is my understanding.
And where is she living now?
She is living with some friends in Dallas, but she's just moved from Kelly's house. So she will be spending Christmas with Kelly. But Kelly's pregnant, and so she's due in January. So Adrian kind of just recently moved out so that she could get her baby room ready and stuff like that.
And where are the kids living with her at her friend's house?
The kids are with their father, and they see Adrian when they can because Adrian's going through chemotherapy. So she is sick more times than not, I think, right now. So she's getting them when she can. I think definitely on the weekends she gets them, but through the week, so, a little tough just that most people are working and things like that, so nobody's really there to help her take care of the children, and she's sick.
I'm curious, when was she diagnosed?
September, the end of September.
Okay.
Why?
I'm still back on, Jen asking about the newly divorced. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just surprised that somebody didn't come back to help her, is all. I don't care what you're going through.
We talked to Adrienne about that, and she said the offer was there.
Okay.
But it's just a difficult situation, and she didn't want to get wrapped back up in that, I think.
Okay.
Was kind of how it was explained to us. With her being a patient of ours, it's hard for us to really pry, into her personal life. We love her, and, we want to make sure that she's taken care of and her kids are taken care of and that kind of thing. But it's hard for us to say, hey, what's going on,
right.
in your personal life. So we're kind of, at a standpoint where we only feel like we can ask certain things, because she's not my best friend. I would love for her to be, but she's really not my best friend, or my mother, or my sister, or my daughter, so I don't know, into that personal side of her life.
Well, you certainly know enough to know that she's got 3 kids that aren't living with her. She's going through a divorce, and this cancer has spread way, way, way too fast.
Absolutely.
And everybody's kind of in a panic about it, as they should be, Let me get Wendy on also. Wendy is Brandy's coworker, and she kind of co-wrote the request to us as well. Hey, Wendy, what can you tell us about her 3 kids?
Well, her kids are 6, 3, and 4. And she's got a boy is the oldest, and the middle is the boy also, and then she's got a 3-year-old little girl. They are the most awesome kids and miss their mom, want to be with their mom. But right now, since she can't take care of them as well, she's having to just rely on the dad to help out. But they miss their mom desperately, and she even cried to me the other night on the phone about how much she wants desperately for the 4 of them to be back together as one. So it's a hard situation.
Hey, Brandy, let me ask you this. What does their Christmas look like right now?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I know Adrienne is not able to work right now. She was working at a restaurant in Dallas, and because her cancer has spread and so quickly, she has to have chemotherapy before we could even do her breast surgery. So she's not working, and I don't know that there's, will be one.
All right, in a couple of minutes, we're going to kind of ask you guys to move towards the house, and just let me let you guys know that we have so many presents lined up for these kids. I mean, Adrienne is, going to be surprised that Wendy and Brandy are there. She's also going to be surprised when the Allstate Insurance Company truck pulls in with a truck full of presents for them also. Team Automotive has helped us out as well. And in a couple of minutes, they're going to knock on the door, and they are going to tell Adrienne that as far as the presents go for the kids, as far as December 25th goes, she doesn't have to worry about things.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bert.
You're welcome. Why don't you guys do this? I'm going to get Hoss on the phone.
Okay.
Hey, Hoss? Hoss?
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Why don't you start working your way over to her house right now?
Okay.
Stay curbside or in the car or something.
Okay.
Because we're going to call Brandy and Wendy back, and we're going to have them read their letter to Adrienne.
Okay.
And then we'll have you guys knock on the door, and she obviously has no idea that you guys are right outside.
Absolutely.
All right?
Cool.
All right, so we'll check back in with you in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So paint the scene for me again. Adrienne is at a house and doesn't know that Haas is outside.
Has no idea any of them. They're all there together in Rockmart.
So Brandy,
They're down
Wendy,
the street.
and Haas are all sitting outside.
Right. Right behind them is that big old Allstate Insurance Company truck. Inside of that is all of these presents that we have shopped for. Actually, Kim Willoughby here at the radio station has shopped for the kids with the money from Allstate Insurance Company and Team Automotive. And Adrienne is going to open up the door after we call her. We'll call her. We'll have her call or talk to Brandy and Wendy. They will read to her the letter that she sent to us. They're going to think she's here in the studio, but as soon as she's done with the letter, she'll knock on the door. We'll open up the door, and all the presents will be right there.
Cool, thank you.
Okay.
I was just getting confused on who was where.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough scorecard, but everybody's in Rockmart.
Everybody is there. Brandy, Wendy, Haas, everybody.
You got it.
Got it.
We will
Everything that needs to happen is happening in Rockmart this morning.
Sweet.
We'll do Hope for the Holidays next.
All the hits Q100. The Bert Show's Hope for the Holidays.